In this video lecture, we'll assign the conditions to the model, such as we need to assign the support conditions to the model, we need to assign the releases to the beams, and assign the diaphragms to the floors. So first of all, assign the support conditions. This is the base of our structure. So select all the points. 27 joints are selected. Go to assign, joint and restrain. So here we are going to design the isolated footing for all below the structure. So for that we need to create the fixed support at this point. So click on here, and here you can see all the translations and rotations are with respect to the X, Y and Z axis are selected. Apply and OK. Now if you want to check these restraints selected as fixed element, then you can also view that. So for that, click on that joint and right click on it. Here you can see the restraints are UX, UY, UZ and RX, RY, RZ for the translation and rotation. So now also we need to assign the releases to the beam. What happened in our structure? Here are some of the beams are primary beams and some of the beams are secondary beams. So in the case of secondary beams, these beams transfer the shear force to the primary beams at these points. So we need to release the torsion and the moments in these beams. So that we need to select these beams here, and similar this beam is here. So here we need to release the moments in our sections. But the one thing that you need to care is that we should give the releases for this beam at this point and this point, and for this beam at this point and this point. Because what happened, so this beam has the another continuous secondary beam here. So for that the moment will transfer from this beam to this beam. So before selecting the beams, we need to care about the option is that one story and all stories. So select here all stories option, select the beams, go to assign, frame, partial fixity. So here we have the options for the axial load, shear force, torsion and moment. This is the starting section of the beam and this is the ending section of the beam. So here we need to release it at the end. So for that, here select the torsion and moment about major axis and minor axis. Major axis is 3 3 and minor axis is 2 2. So click on apply. So here you can see the symbol for the releases are shown here. Similarly for these beams, select these beams, and here we need to release the torsion and moment at the starting point. So click apply, and for this beam we need to, this is the starting point, then this is the ending point. So we need to assign the releases at the end. Click apply, and whereas for these beam on the other hand has the releases at starting point. So click here at start and select these boxes. Okay, and here you can see for this beam also we have to make the releases at the starting point. So select the beam, apply. For this beam also we need to provide the releases at the start point, and for this beam we need to provide the releases at the end point. Click apply, click on OK. So here we are done with releases for the beam sections. So for all the stories the releases will be applied, you can see by scrolling the floors. So we are successfully assigning the releases to the beams. So now assigning the diaphragms to the stories. So for defining the diaphragms, the one thing that you need to care about is that you should select the only floor slabs at this level to avoid the modeling error. While assigning the diaphragms with respect to the story, the one thing that you need to care is that the floors, so that other than the floor slab at this level, no anything should be selected. So for that, go to select, Object type, select the floor slabs, floors, select, close, and click on view, show selected objects only. Now what happened? Only floor slabs will be view. But here you can see the landing slabs also visible. So for that, select all the landing slabs. Click here on the all stories option and select all landing slabs. And go to view and make selected objects invisible. Now that landing slabs also invisible. So now only the floor slab with respect to the stories are visible. So now go to the plan. So we are defining the diaphragms for the floors, headroom and terrace. Go to floor 1, click on OK. So the one thing that also you need to consider is that one story all story option. So here we are defining the different diaphragms for respective floor. So for that, one story option should be selected. So select whole floor as floor 1. Go to assign shell diaphragms. Select the diaphragm 1 because this is a floor 1. With respect to the story, we are going to define the diaphragm. So for the floor 1, we need to select diaphragm 1. Click on apply. Come above on the floor 2. Select the floors. Select the diaphragm 2. Apply. Come above. Select the whole floor. Select the diaphragm 3 for the floor 3. Click on apply. Come above. Here it is a terrace. So select all the floors. Select on diaphragm T, which is for diaphragm for terrace. Apply. Come above. Here it is the floor slabs for the headroom slab. Select all the floors. Click on diaphragm for headroom slab floor. Click on apply. Click on OK. So here you can see, with respect to the stories, we are able to define the respective diaphragm. Click on view and show all objects. Click on show undeformed shell. Now save the structure. So in the manner in this lecture, we assign the support conditions to the model, assign releases to the beams and assign diaphragms with respect to the stories. So the step 7 is also completed.